This man is different. This Pereira.
Alex Poatan Pereira.
He made his UFC debut in 2021.
Becomes a 2-division champion, I believe, November 2023. And he has now twice defended this light heavyweight championship. He's done this all inside of 3 years.
Oh! That's Pereira! Down goes the champion! That'll do it! Alex Pereira, the undisputed middleweight champion!
The new light heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy might be the best big game hunter I've ever seen in UFC history.
This guy has this champion aura about him.
Pereira is one of the scariest humans I've ever seen in my life.
Alex Pereira, he's a fucking monster, dude. His power is ungodly.
We've never seen this type of fighter. We are truly in the midst of something special.
This guy is the fucking Punisher, just going through and mowing down world-class fighters one by one like this.
He's a force. He's knocked out so many fucking champions.
This is one of the most ferocious fighters that has ever entered into the sport. This man is a monster.
Where does Pereira go now to try to find some competition?
There's a guy named Magomed Ankalaev out there.
The much-hyped Magomed Ankalaev from Dagestan, Russia.
He's a scary individual, just the way that he fights. It's almost like his opponent's irrelevant.
Это мой путь. Я думаю, мы пройдем его до конца и завоюем титул.
This man is absolutely terrifying, and he is championship material if ever there was.
Magomed Ankalaev for so long has been considered to be the next guy. He looks like a champion. He's on the doorsteps now.
Фанаты хотят увидеть этот бой.
I think I done everything to deserve the next title shot. I'd like to talk to Alex. I'd like to tell him, hey, stop running away from me. We should fight. That's what everybody wants to see.
I want to fight Ankalaev. I know he keeps saying that I'm just an employee of the UFC. I fight whenever they want, but I asked for him. I told him when I want to fight.
Ankalaev has been talking mad trash. He said, you just signed your death certificate. I'm going to punish you for ducking me, and I'm going to make you look like a guy who works in a tire shop.
I mean, if you ask Alex Pereira, he's just another guy. He said, I asked for him. I told them I want to fight Magomed Ankalaev.
Игорь Перейра легкую. Я хочу его избить, я хочу просто напасть на него, просто показать, что я лучше.
E se esse cara não fazia o que ele falou, as pessoas já viam zoando os outros adversários, e ele é o cara que eu...
I cannot wait to see that fight.
Let's go!
As we transition from the highly anticipated main event at UFC 313, where Alex Pereira is set to defend his light heavyweight title against Magomed Ankalaev, we now turn our attention to the co-main event. In this bout, former interim lightweight champion Justin Gaethje will face New Zealand's Dan Hooker in a 5-round lightweight clash. Both fighters have a history of delivering thrilling performances, promising fans an action-packed encounter.
Justin Gaethje's a monster. He's a terrifying individual. In a sport that's violent, he stands out as the most people. There's a reckless abandon to his calculated wildness, and he's better all the time. The question is, how much has he been training?
All parents should tell their kids they can be whatever they want, but after that, they should tell them that you have to live every day. You have to work every single day. You have to embrace the suck. You have to embrace the failure. You can't be anything unless you work every single day. And, that should be the second thing that they're saying after they tell them they can do whatever they want.
It's tough.
Oh, he's so big for 55 and so long.
I think he's also really talented as well. He's fast. He's smooth. Like when he fought Dan, you heard that shit.
Yes.
Bro, that kick when I heard that and Dan grabbed his waist and then Dan had his neck at the end of the round as well. I lost my voice.
That's the one where Dan broke his arm, right?
Yeah,
and
just a scratch.
Dan's a savage.
Trust me.
I love watching him come back into the top 5 now.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that he did that. I love it.
I love who he is as a person because look, Dan, I see him every day, most days, and he's a guy that you don't know what to expect.
Welcome back to MMA All Out. Fight fans, we've got an absolute barn burner of a card coming your way, with UFC 313 set to explode inside the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on March 8th, 2025. This event is shaping up to be one of the most electrifying fight nights of the year, featuring a blockbuster main event, a must-see co-main, and an undercard stacked with talent and rising stars all ready to throw down. From championship gold on the line to fighters looking to cement their legacies, UFC 313 is not just another event, it's a night that could redefine divisions. So let's get into it. Break down the matchups and see what's at stake. Main event, Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. At the top of the bill, the reigning light heavyweight king, Alex Pereira, steps into the octagon once again, putting his title on the line against Magomed Ankalaev, the division's most dominant contender. Alex Poatan Pereira has been nothing short of a wrecking machine since making his move to the 205-pound division. With a professional record of 12-2, the former two-division Glory kickboxing champion has taken the UFC by storm with his pinpoint accuracy, terrifying knockout power, and ability to end fights in an instant. Since claiming the light heavyweight title, Pereira has been on a warpath, knocking out killers like Jamahal Hill, Jiri Prochazka, and Khalil Rountree in 2024 alone. His striking is unmatched, his presence in the cage is chilling, and when he lands, it's lights out. But there's always been one looming question. Can he handle an elite-level grappler? That's exactly where Magomed Ankalaev comes in. With an 18-1 record, the Dagestani powerhouse hasn't lost a fight since his UFC debut 7 years ago, and since then, he's systematically dismantled the division. A master of mixing striking with suffocating wrestling, Ankalaev is the type of fighter who grinds opponents down, breaks their will, and makes them question why they even stepped into the cage with him. This is a clash of fire and ice, a high-stakes battle between Pereira's world-class striking and Ankalaev's calculated dominance. The question is, will Pereira land that one fight-ending bomb, or will Ankalaev drag him into deep waters and drown him? Co-main event, Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. If you're a fan of violence, the co-main event is your kind of fight. Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker is not just a matchup, it's a guaranteed bloodbath. Justin, the highlight. Gaethje has built his career on one thing: absolute carnage. With a 25-5 record, 20 knockouts, and an all-or-nothing fighting style, Gaethje is the type of warrior who walks forward, bites down on his mouthpiece, and turns every fight into a war. If you step into the octagon with Gaethje, you better be ready for hell. But across from him stands Dan the Hangman Hooker, a man who thrives in chaos. With a 24-12 record, Hooker has proven time and time again that he's one of the toughest, most durable fighters in the lightweight division. He's survived wars, gone toe-to-toe with the best, and is coming into this fight on a resurgence, looking to make a statement. Both men love to stand and trade. Both are willing to take a shot to land one, and neither man backs down from a firefight. Expect pure, unfiltered violence when these two meet in the center of the octagon. This is one of the most stacked cards of the year, and every fight on this card has the potential to be an instant classic. From Pereira versus Ankalaev in a battle for the light heavyweight throne to Gaethje versus Hooker in a fight that guarantees mayhem, UFC 313 is shaping up to be a night we'll never forget. What do you think happens in the main event? Does Pereira add another brutal knockout to his highlight reel? Or does Ankalaev finally claim the title with his relentless grappling? And what about the co-main? Will Gaethje or Hooker come out on top in what could be the most exciting fight of the night? Let me know your predictions in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest in the fight game. This is MMA All Out, and I'll see you in the next one.